Just got your email from a few minutes ago, actually. She's telling you that right now she doesn't want to be your wife. That's what I just feel like a friend means. That's what I just want to be friends means. It means I don't want to act as your wife right now. I don't want the responsibilities of being your wife. I don't want the responsibilities of sexuality and the pressure and the expectations, including the expectations of being on the same team, growth wise, sexually wise. I don't want to worry about pleasing you. I don't want to worry about pleasing anything in this relationship. I just feel like I want to be friends. I don't want to be your wife right now. That's what this means. And it is unfair. That's the reality of the situation. You wrote, I could just use some help in letting me know what's going on and what to expect moving forward. I'm working on breathing deeply and reframing my thoughts to be more grateful for what's being shared. I want to hold compassion for her where she is, but it's tough right now with the uncertainty of where the future is. I'm trying to remember to slow down and focus on doing my own powerful things, but it just hurts so much to feel so disconnected from her. So yes, of course it is so painful to feel disconnected from her. Absolutely. Overall, I could go through this, but you handled it really well, meaning you said what you wanted in a relatively soft way. You didn't belabor it, but you said, no, I don't want to just be your friend. That we can be friendly in the service of a path towards relationship, toward marriage, toward growing intimacy, which includes sexuality. It doesn't need to be sexual right now while you're working on yourself and you feel what I would guess, or you told me, is vulnerable and you want to simplify things in your life, and sexuality right now seems to be pressure and complicated for you right now. And I understand that. I respect that. And no, I don't want to just be your friend. And no, I'm not going to just be your friend. Okay. It's comfortable. It's more comfortable and safe for a woman to shut herself down from openness and intimacy because it feels complicated. It feels like judgment, judging of her own self or judgment from you, demands from you sexually. You know, like any sexual relationship has demands, has pressure. So it feels easier to shut down her sexuality to you because you're her partner. You're the only one that she has sex with. And so it feels more simple and safe and easy to shut that down with you, especially when she feels not good about herself. And she doesn't feel good about herself. She's working on, as you know, things in therapy about her being a mom. Now, some therapists, a lot of women's therapists will say, press pause on everything else so you work on yourself, and you give him boundaries and he has to respect your boundaries. So what do? You fully respect her boundaries. You reframe this challenge as a positive challenge that's hard but needed for you in your life. You reframe it in that way. It's going to be a reframing of you walking through the desert because you do not have your wife walking next to you. She wants to walk on her own for some period of time. Okay. Now, with all that said, how much do you really want to hang out? Not much, right? You kind of just want to walk away from this stupid shit. You don't want to hang out with her just as friends. You don't want that. It's not smart because it feeds her sense of validation and complacency and connection without actually her giving into the relationship in an intimate, open, vulnerable, sexual way. It's like just giving a child dessert and they're not eating any of their food. And if you just give them dessert all the time, of course all they're going to want is dessert, but it's only going to harm them. It's not healthy. So I don't want you to just give her friendship because that's not going to help. It's right. So she has to respect your boundary as well. And your boundary is, hey, I care for you and I love you, but I don't want to just hang out as friends. So we can be friendly, but I'm not going to want to hang out as friends. So that's your side of the same coin. If she's making the decision to be friends, you're making the decision to be friends. You have to then make the decision based off of that to be friendly, but you can control your time. You can control your efforts. To do this in a healthy way must take that time to then go pray, journal, work, build something, be a father, go play sports, grow your life in these other ways, and move yourself through the famine of your wife not wanting to be your wife right now. So that is what's going on. And that is what to expect for the time being. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's 1 month or 3 months or 9 months or a year and a half. I don't know. But that's the journey that you're on right now. Now, I have walked men through this journey. There's men that have done that for 2+ years. And then she's come back and softened, and I could talk all about that. There's some men where they've done this for 3 months. And then she's realized, wow, I don't get to have this man next to me be all these positive things and me not give into the relationship, meaning he's not going to just be my friend. And I can't just get all the benefits of being a wife without actually being a wife to this man. And that took 3 months or 2 years or, anywhere in between. So that's what the future looks like. You don't have much choice, which sucks, in what she does. You don't have much choice. You have the choice for your own self to look at this challenge in a positive way. What's the karma of this? What's the learning that you're going to have? What's the midlife challenge that this is helping you face? What skeletons in the closet is this helping you pull out? The time, the extra time that you're not going to be spending with your wife, if she's not wanting to act as your wife, that you'll have time for your own self to make money or build something or be a father or play sports or fucking write a book or play music or do introspective work or meditate for 10 minutes a day or explore your own depths of your own self. That's the reality of what's going on. So practically, if I'm you, I would plan on not spending a lot of time around her because she's not acting as your wife right now. So in the morning, you get up and you do a routine, you breathe, you ground yourself, you bring gratitude to your life. You see her in the kitchen, you smile, you say hello, and you go do your own thing. And then maybe you meet her for dinner or you help cook together or whatever. And it's just like roommate, kosher, friendly conversation. That's fine. You have dinner together and then you're not watching a show together probably because you won't want to do that, right? If she doesn't want to be your wife, you probably won't have the desire to hang out with her very much, I would guess. I mean, you tell me, I don't know. And that's why you're getting this feeling of, I kind of want to just walk away from this stupid shit right now. Yeah, because you're not being honored or served in the relationship. She's positioning this not intentionally, but in a way that if you just give into her, she'll be taking advantage of you. You won't have a boundary if you don't enact the things that I'm describing. If you just give her all of yourself as a husband and she's not giving of herself as a wife, it's not going to help the relationship, right? It might make her feel warm and special and validated, but it's not going to make her feel attracted or sexual towards you. You're not abandoning her, right? You're not like, well, I'm not going to talk with you and I'm going to be mad at you all the time. You're not abandoning or punishing her. You just don't want to be just her friend. You're not going to be just her friend. You're happy to be friendly, but you're not going to want to spend much time around her if she's not acting as your wife. Now, I wouldn't say that to her per se, because she'll take offense to you saying she's not acting as your wife right now. But she's saying it in the form of, I just want to be friends right now, or I feel like friends with you right now. It's the same thing. It's just different words. Again, you respect her boundaries. You respect and want her to do self-work, and that's awesome. And you're here when she's ready to practice little bits of being your wife. You're here when she's ready to practice leaning into vulnerability as your partner, as your intimate partner, as your monogamous partner. It could be little bits at a time. That's okay. Little steps up the stairs. That's okay. But you're not really going to want to hang out as friends very often, if that's true. And that is what I would suggest, how you handle this in a healthy way.